Morning, folks. Woke up to a rainy morning here in Alaska. It kind of got me thinking. You know, one thing about this lifestyle is you need to kind of be able to change what you're doing in a matter of seconds, you know, switch tasks pretty quickly. And one thing that's a struggle with people that have ADHD is exactly that. You know, it's difficult for us to just suddenly change and switch gears and move on to something else. You know, our brains struggle with that because, you know, our brains are always moving a mile a minute. So to be able to do something like that can be very difficult for us. So an example of that is last night I decided that today I was going to go and get trees and start working on that because Lord knows I'm way behind on trees right now. I should have way more wood in that woodshed than I have at the moment. So I really need to go get trees, get them cut, get them logged, get them split, and start loading up the woodshed. But woke up this morning and it was raining. Doesn't mean I can't go and get trees, because I can. I'm just not a huge fan of going and getting wet if I don't absolutely have to. You know what I mean? I don't mind playing in the rain, but I just really rather not if I don't have to. But as it turned out, I tried to start the generator this morning and it wouldn't start. Now, I ordered new fuel filters for this quite a while ago, and I just never got around to doing it because there's just always something else that needs to be done, and it was running for a while, so I wasn't all that worried about it. So now, as soon as it won't start, I'm pretty sure that the fuel filter is what's the problem, because the fuel filter was what was the problem last time it didn't want to start. So I'm going to take a few minutes now, shift gears, and take out the fuel filter and put a new one in. From there, I think what I'm probably going to do is go ahead and keep working on the 6x6, because now that I have to wait for parts, I may as well just do the rest of it. What I was originally trying to do was what I was trying to do was get that machine out of the garage as quickly as possible, because I do have other stuff I need to get in the garage, like the Princess, which we call it Princess because of the extra seat that's on there. That person sits a lot higher and they kind of look like a princess. So it's actually just a Polaris Sportsman 570 in blue. But we call it Princess, and the name kind of stuck. That needs a new belt. It's still running the way it is, but it really could use a new belt. So I need to do that, and I need to do that snow machine too, but I'm not necessarily worried about getting that done right now. I also, like I said, need to get trees and whatnot, but I have all the other parts for the 6x6. I have the middle axles, I have the front axles, I have all the bearings. So as soon as I have to wait on the ball joints and the tie rod ends, because I wasn't going to spend $400 for parts from a local store, I decided that I guess today, because it's raining, I'll just go ahead and take the middle wheels off and replace the axles and the bearings on those as well, and get that all done. Then I also need to change all the gear oils and change the engine oil. So I'll get all of that accomplished and get all that done. And then when those parts come in, I can just, everything else will be done. I can just throw those in and be done with it and put it all back together. So I guess that'll be the plan for today, unless something else comes up. First, I got to get this generator running. So I'm going to go ahead and get this fuel filter replaced, and then we'll move on to the 6x6.